Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, being accompanied by Justin LaBar from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 233 pounds, the submission specialist, Spencer Slade.
Fear the gear indeed. I've said it before, I say it all the time, and it is worth repeating. If you were going to craft a professional wrestler from scratch with everything that you could possibly want, you would have Spencer Slade, and under the tutelage of a personal friend, genius like myself, Justin LaBar, the sky is the limit for wherever Spencer Slade wants to go. You will tap out or he will put you out. He will take your leg and break your leg. Spencer Slade. Going to have an interesting tall task. He's going to have to ground the Sky Prince, again owned by Mandot, Anthony Young. I'll say unique for Justin LaBar. Anthony Young will have Julia Lynn out there this evening, so it's going to be possibly neutralized.
And his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Julia Lynn from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 191 pounds. They call him the Sky Prince, Anthony Young.
As we have Anthony Young, and I'll tell you, this is a fired up Anthony Young. You know, one of the things when Anthony Young had aligned himself with Elijah Dean and Zach Nystrom, there was a question about the cockiness, but we've seen that fire, and Spencer Slade isn't going to waste any time.
Spencer Slade is out to prove something. For months, he's been saying he's the top unsigned wrestler in the entire country. And I mean, over the last few months, it's hard to argue with him, BC.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's been on a tear. I mentioned earlier about his loss to Bill Collier, and since then he hasn't slipped up even once. But
Spencer Slade is a man that's focused.
But he has a tall task ahead of him right now.
I was going to say, Anthony Young, what a wave of momentum this guy's been riding. Next month, he'll be in the main event, War Games, as Team Big League teams with John McChesney to face Derek Dillinger and Money Shot. But tonight, it's just another step in the road. Get that momentum, keep keep that momentum going.
Well, LaBar,
Spencer able to stop it pretty fast.
See what LaBar was doing. He was letting Anthony Young know his shoe needed tying.
Sure, that's what LaBar was doing, BC.
Well, LaBar's he's a lot of those. He's a humanitarian.
LaBar's always been a law-abiding citizen, right?
Yeah, that's
a law-abiding citizen. Easy for me to say.
That's exactly. See there, it's a tongue twister, but he certainly has. Does a lot of charity work.
What?
Yeah, charity work.
When?
This girl, you know, the thing that's for animals.
I've never seen Justin LaBar appear at anything he wasn't paid for.
You know, he donates a lot of his time and money.
To what?
To charities. There's a lot, a lot of them.
Can you name one?
I can. I don't have time right now. Spencer Slade is taking it to Anthony Young, and I'd love to.
We'll focus on the match.
He's very shy. He doesn't like that promoted or almost feel bad.
He doesn't want it. Yeah, okay. He doesn't want the media knowing what he's doing. He doesn't want popularized by what? Okay.
Very selfless. Very selfless.
Oh, all right.
As is Spencer Slade. I mean, he's not being selfless to Anthony Young right now. He's taking it to him, and
my goodness, Anthony Young almost dropped on his head there. And Spencer Slade showing you why. I mean, look at the guy.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got abs on
deny it.
abs. And I mean, he's just well-defined all around. He's not a guy that's going to skip arm day, doesn't skip leg day, does his cardio and those quick jabs. I mean, it's like getting hit with a brick. I don't know if you've ever been hit with a brick. I strongly suggest
I've never been
against
hit with a brick, Breesy. Never been hit with a brick, BC.
Brie, that is the French cheese that I have on the market.
Oh. Anthony Young, momentum here. Spencer Slade, you'd have to argue, is probably the favorite in this match, regardless of the wave of momentum Anthony Young has been on.
Well, yeah, and I got a question for you. How does the psychological, oh, wait a minute, 2 count. How does the psychological standpoint of Anthony Young, knowing that he's going to have the disadvantage in War Games? They're going to be a man down. So that's got to be in his head, and you got to be 100% focused on Spencer Slade. I was going to say, Slade already had that ankle lock.
It's hard to focus, BC. How do you focus on something that is going to happen 3-4 weeks from now and still think about your huge opposition tonight? One of the top stars in the locker room.
Yeah, certainly a top star in any locker room is Spencer Slade. Wait a minute.
And Anthony Young, he's always shown us his athleticism. He's always impressed, but so is Spencer.
Yeah, you got 2 young lions here, 2 top prospects, if you will.
Springboard moonsault. Anthony Young, even though Spencer had it well scouted, able to land on his feet, but Spencer got the upper hand on that leading into the DDT. And now Spencer up to his feet as Anthony Young crawls to the ropes. We already know that they will be at the disadvantage next month at War Games. And Spencer Slade, he doesn't care anything about that. He just wants to pick up the victory tonight, BC.
Well, yeah, Spencer Slade knows the more wins, the more money, and the more opportunity await him.
Oh my goodness, huge neck breaker. That's it. That is it. Oh my, I can't believe A1 kicked out of that, BC. I thought that was it.
I'll tell you, that was, to use a phrase, picture perfect. Was it by Spencer Slade there, that jumping neck breaker off the second.
Unbelievable.
And tell you, I mean, I don't know if you can even draw a wrestler as perfect as Spencer Slade. Obviously, we all know the great amateur background, but that striking background, as we saw the jumping knee right there to the face, and jumping in Zaguri from Anthony Young in kind.
It's one of those things, BC, if you could build a professional wrestler from the ground up, you'd build someone that looks like Spencer Slade.
Absolutely.
But the athleticism of A1 is unmatched. And look, CJ Sensation, the referee, saying no initially because the shoulders weren't on the mat.
Now, I'll tell you, that could have saved Anthony Young right there.
Absolutely.
Well, and he upset LeBar, too. I hope CJ Sensation is proud of himself. Look, an upset LeBar is an upset BC Steel. It's just...
Well, if you do remember, it wasn't that long ago where there was a... You see here what's A1 bringing to the table. Huge kick to the side of the head.
I'll tell you, that knocked...
They call him the Sky Prince, BC.
Well, yeah, and that means at any time he could go to fly, but Spencer Slade is saying, no, all flights this evening are grounded.
Anthony Young has an answer for everything Spencer is dishing out, and I wanted to bring up the little bit of miscommunication between Spencer Slade and Justin LeBar that we saw last month. I don't think Spencer appreciated the assist, if you want to call it, from Justin LeBar. I think Spencer is starting to get the realization that he needs to pick up victories on his own.
Well, I don't like the insinuations that you're trying to insinuate. I don't like that you got your big spoon out to stir the pot. How about that? I mean, there might have been a little bit of issue, but everything's, it's a well-oiled machine.
Well, BC, I have no spoon. I'm just calling it as I see it. And it didn't seem like Spencer was too pleased with the assist he got from Justin LeBar. He did pick up the victory, but it just didn't seem like it went over too well with the submission specialist.
Well, look, as a manager myself, sometimes you got to get your clients on the same page, but
oh my goodness. I thought that was it, BC. How impressive from Spencer Slade.
I'll tell you, yeah, Spencer Slade thought that was it. Certainly LeBar thought that was it. I'll tell you, you got to give that to Anthony Young, be able to kick out. Spencer Slade right there on the cover as soon as he landed. Oh, well, wait a minute. Now, somebody better get ready to ring the bell because when Spencer Slade has that ankle lock on, it's over. Oh, wait a minute, roll through.
I thought Anthony Young was going to tap out to the ankle lock. He looked pretty close to the center of the ring, BC. I didn't think he was going to be able to counter it.
Yeah, smart counter. And I'll tell you, another smart counter, able to get to the ropes to create a little distance.
That's ring awareness, BC, something that you wouldn't expect from he's not a rookie anymore, but he's very inexperienced as Anthony Young. Something I'm very surprised to see is that in-ring awareness. And a huge cutter!
Halfway across the ring was Anthony Young.
Prince. These fans are on their feet. Unbelievable from Anthony Young. He has to capitalize here. 1, 2, and no!
And I'll tell you, I don't know if you would have seen the look on Spencer Slade's face, a look of pure shock. You know, you get your wits about you and you see a guy halfway across the ring and you think, well, he's not going to make it. I got some time here to think of a counter. But Anthony Young can not only fly, he's not only an aerial acrobat, but he's also very, very quick. And I'm glad Justin LaBar is saying something.
Get him off the apron.
You know, he's a brave individual.
There's Julia Lynn's going to go tell him a thing or two.
Hey, well,
there you go. Yeah.
Well, what is she? Wait it now.
You don't see her interfering on the part of A1.
Well, she just.
Neither should LaBar.
She just did. Oh, wait a minute. Roll up.
He has his feet on the ropes.
Well, that Julia should be disqualified. I hate to say it.
Spencer had his feet on the ropes. Anthony Young had it well scouted. Julia Lynn taken to the back of Anthony Young, sticking up for him, and again going for the cutter. Oh. Spencer had it well scouted and a knockout punch from the submission specialist.
Yes, I'll tell you.
Fireman's carry.
Anthony Young is out. He doesn't know where he's at.
That's it.
Here is your winner, the submission specialist, Spencer Slade.
And whether on the same page as Justin LaBar or not, the book reads, here is your winner, Spencer Slade. And I'm going to say, when we're talking world title competition and the rankings, if you will, Spencer Slade for me is top 3, if not top 2, top 1 at this point.
Well, we know Anthony Young has a date next month, August 13th at War Games, Cage Fury, live on iPay-per-view in the IWC network. But Spencer Slade is riding this wave of momentum. I know he's going to be barging into Justin Plummer's office. He's going to be bargaining for a world championship match. And you know what, BC? If he has his way, shorter than later, that man right there is going to be wearing a lot of gold here in IWC.